Welcome back to another episode of Real Estate Stories. Today we're going to answer the question, can a seller be home for showings? Mason Greenblatt, Little Bear, welcome back.
Hi.
Hey, baby. All right, so brings up the question, can a seller be home for showings?
Yeah, they can. Should they be?
Should they be is the question, right? Should they be?
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not.
There's a huge factor of being just uncomfortable when someone's home while you're, showing a house to your clients. I think that's the biggest thing, immediately.
I had a client I was just showing homes to, and they said, "Oh, we went to this open house last week or whatever," and the seller was there at the open house, and
Oh,
while
wow.
the seller was that happens, I've seen that before, heard of that before. But they said that the seller was showing us about all this termite damage that the house has/had kind of. And these are first-time home buyers, and they're a bit nervous. And they were telling me about that, and I said, "Well, how'd you feel?" They're like, "Oh my God, that's horrible." So we had a conversation about termites. And where we work, there's two kinds of homes that had termites and homes that will have termites, pretty much here in this part of the country. And typically, it's not that big of a deal. But the point is, the seller talking about it during the open house to the buyers scared the heck out of them. Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
So what happens if you walk into a house and you're showing a house and the seller's present?
it's hard to soak in the house and also,
Yeah.
feel comfortable. I mean, I'm sure you've had the sellers also that kind of show the house to your clients. I've
Yeah.
had those too, where you walk in, you're really not even helping them look at the house. Now the seller's kind of the agent.
Right. So if you're a buyer watching this, I think you understand exactly what we mean. If you're a seller watching this, you probably understand it too. Now, and there's different situations, right? Because we've been on both sides of this kind of thing. So if you're a seller selling your house and you want to be there for showings or to provide access, and there's a nuance there, right? Providing access because of security, because you just don't want a lockbox on your house is one thing, right? So if someone provides access, you knock on the door, they open the door, and then they just basically go for a walk around the block.
Yeah, that's
That's
fine.
cool. Yeah,
I'm
that's
happy with that. Like you walk the dogs, like I have that happen before. That's totally cool. But like
yeah,
being in the house, I think there's an uncomfortableness. And I think as a buyer,
hmm
um, I think people would understand that it's hard to feel the room when there's someone like watching you, not an agent necessarily, but like the owner.
yeah, right. It makes people uncomfortable, right? We did a video about cameras being everywhere, right?
It's the
And
same
I
idea.
know it is. In fact, the cameras, I think, in some ways are worse because they can be everywhere and they can have
Yeah,
microphones too. And I know I've had sellers tell me that they eavesdropped on the
yeah.
showings, and
We
that's like
just had
that's
that.
a
Yeah,
different video. Uh, I think that if you're a seller and you're watching this and you want to be present for showings, I would just respectfully ask that you give the buyer's agent and the buyers a little space,
yeah,
right? And if there are some wonderful elements about your house that you want to make sure a buyer sees, highlight them. Make sure your agent, your listing agent, is punching that up in their description. And maybe there's some sticky notes on certain elements about the house. I've seen that happen too.
yep,
Like you walk into a bathroom and there's a nice note there that says heated floor,
yep. I've
because
seen
that's easy
that.
to miss, right?
Yeah,
Or steam shower, right? It may look like a beautiful
yeah,
shower. You may not realize it's a steam shower. So
yeah,
if you're selling your house and there are elements that you want to be there because you want to make sure that a lot of the selling points are pointed out, work closely with your agent, right? We've done that for our clients too, you know,
yeah. I think
and
that's a
then,
great idea. I do.
yeah, and then give some breathing room to the buyers because buyers want to be comfortable. They want to be able to talk with their agent. It just happened to me last night. I was showing some homes and the buyers and I, at the end of that showing, we were, for 5 or 10 minutes, we were standing in the kitchen just talking about
Yeah,
that particular house, just among ourselves, right? Maybe
yeah,
there were cameras there that we didn't see. I guess that's always possible.
sure.
Not that we said anything wrong. It's just a comfort level for buyers if nobody's following them around.
Of
Right?
course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I guess Can a seller be present for showings? I guess the answer is they can be if you're a seller. Should you be? I think it's okay as long as you're giving the buyers their space, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I think there's ways if you want to be there and it's because you want to show the things that you've done to your house, all the work you've put in. Maybe put like, I've seen like a nice little, like laminated paper on the kitchen counter that says all the things that they've done the last year to the house. Stuff like that. Like that's easy. Or even the sticky note idea. I've seen that too, a ton of times.
Yeah, as long as it's done tastefully and nicely, because you don't want people to overlook certain things, and I think that's a great idea. So the answer is sure, you can be there, give everybody their space, and I think everything is cool. Guess that's a wrap.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, if you're looking to buy or sell a home here in Southern New Jersey, we'd be happy to help you. All of our contact information is below right there on our YouTube channel, if that's where you're watching it. If you're looking to buy or sell a home anywhere in the United States, please use the same contact information and we will make an introduction for you to a like-minded professional. Thank you for watching, guys.
Thanks, guys.